Question 76. Question 76 asks that when a heterozygous tall plant, that is capital T small t, is self-pollinated, means it is crossing with again capital T small t, then tall and dwarf plants are obtained. So yes, this will produce a gamete that is capital T and small t. This will produce also capital T and small t. Now if we make a cross, capital T, capital T, capital T small t, capital T small t, and small t small t. So it is in 1:2:1 ratio. Okay. So when heterozygous tall is self-pollinated, this explains that gametes are segregated. So it is explaining the law of segregation. So option A is law of purity of gametes. So law of purity of gamete is also known as law of segregation. So this is possible. Option B, segregation of law of law. So if we consider it is a law of segregation, then it is also considered division in spores, no. Independent assortment, no. So if we consider it is a law of segregation, and A and B both are possible. Question 77. Question 77 asks that term allelomorphic implies term allelomorphic implies that it is talking allelomorph means alleles, and alleles is the pair of contrasting character. It is a pair of contrasting character. So B is the correct answer. Question 78. Question 78 asks that which of the following is not meshed with Mendel's law of dominance? Not meshed with Mendel's law of dominance. Now A is given as characters and controlled by discrete units called factor. Yes, it is correct. Now B statement is given as factor occurring pair. Yes, factor origin occurring pair. C is indissimilar pair of factor. One member of the pair dominates the other. Yes, that is obviously a law of dominance. One affect the another, capital T small t, then T dominate the small t. And D, alleles of a pair segregate from each other during a gamete formation. Alleles of a pair segregate during a gamete formation. Then it is talking about a law of segregation, not a law of dominance. So it is incorrect and not matched with the Mendel's law of dominance. Question 79. Question 79 asks that marriage between close relative and cousin is not allowed. Actually, a marriage between close relative and cousins is not allowed, because when a marriage between cousins and close relative occur, recessive lethals are carried in heterozygous condition, and then recessive lethal in heterozygous condition, they cross and they come into the in a recessive form, they express themselves only. So due to this, what happens, the variation get reduced and the recessive lethality will occur, and that can cause a death. So this occurs when there is a cross between the two carrier individuals. So what happens, more recessive defects are likely to appear. So option B is the correct answer. Next is question 80. Question 80 asks that which one from those given below is the period of Mendel's hybridization experiment. Now Mendel worked on the garden pea, that is Pisum sativum, for 7 years, that is from 1856 to 1863. That is option D. Question 81. Question 81 asks that a woman of a blood group, that is a female of a blood group O, presented a baby of blood group O. Now the O, then the genotype is II, and here also genotype is II in baby, and mother is there who has a blood group O, which she claimed as her child. She brought a suit against a man of AB group as the father of child. He declared that the father, that is male, is of AB blood group. Okay, then which statement is correct? Now baby has a II genotype, so I can be received from the mother, but I cannot be received from the AB blood group. Now this I can be achieved only when there is a blood group which having a genotype IA-I0, B blood group with the genotype IB-I0, and O blood group with the genotype II. Then and then only the O blood group can happen. So father cannot be of AB blood group. So according to this option, mother is true person or parent, and father claim is not true. So D is the correct answer. Question 82. Question 82 asks that blood group of mother and child are B and AB. Mother has a B blood group and child has AB blood group. The possible blood group of father would be, so the possible blood group of father, so B can be IB or IB-I0, that can be the genotype of B blood group, but in AB genotype is IA-IB. So if we take a B blood group, IB can be achieved from here. Okay, I0 cannot be there, so IB is coming out. Now IA should come from the father. So to come IA gene from the father, it should be IA-I0 or IA means A blood group, and it can be IB-IB, so AB blood group. So father can be of A or AB blood group. So according to this, option B is correct, that is A or AB blood group be there of a father. Question 83. Question 83 asks that in a medico legal condition of accidental interchange between two babies, in hospital, the baby of a blood group A could not be rightly given to people. So if a blood group of baby is A, and if A it is, then there should be a IA-IA or IA-I0 genotype. Now To get a IA or IA naught, the possibility of father and mother could be. Now to get IA from a father, from a father, then to get IA it can be A blood group, it can be AB blood group, okay. And to get in front of I, okay, to get IA it can be A or AB. If we need to get a I, it can be blood group A, B or O, okay. Now either if we change this A, B and AB can be mother and A and AB can be father, then this can be your child. If O blood group is of mother and if O blood group of mother means that is I not, then A blood group cannot be obtained, okay. So option A, with both husband and wife of blood group O, then the baby cannot be given to this, because A blood group cannot be derived when both the parent are O blood group. Now if it is A and A, then there is a possibility of A blood group. If there is A and B, then is also possibility of B blood group. Then it is A and O, then it also possibility of A blood group. AB and A, then it is also possible. AB and B, then it is also possible. AB and O, then also possible. But OO is that, then it is not possible to have a child with the A blood group. Question 84. Now, question 84 asks that continuous variation are attributed to continuous variation, the variation which develop in case of skin color, intelligence, height. This all character are example of continuous variation. Now continuous variation actually occur due to the nothing but there is a crossing over which occur during the meiosis. So crossing over D is the correct answer. Question 85. Question 85 asks that Mendel had studied the 7 trait using the plant with a 12 chromosome instead of 14. If Mendel studied 7 trait by use of 12 chromosome. Now Mendel studied 7 character, and 14 trait. So 7 pairs are needed, and if 7 pairs are there and each gene for the one character is present on the separate pair, then there is a possibility of independent assortment. Now if there are only 12 chromosomes, means 6 pairs and 7 trait or character, then any two character are present on same chromosome, it means linkage has established, and if linkage is established means independent assortment fails. So in question 85, option C become the correct answer, that he would not have discovered the law of independent assortment. So C is the correct answer. Question 86. Question 86 asks that as a result of marriage of curly hair mother and straight hair father, now be remember that curly hair is a dominant trait and straight hair is a recessive trait. So curly hair mother and straight hair mother. So curly hair mother, it is a dominant trait. Then possibility of capital A or capital A small a, and straight hair, then it is a small a. Now if we make a cross of capital A and small a, then the all become a curly hair. But if we take a capital A small a, then gametes will be capital A and small a, here small a and small a. Now if we make a cross, that give rise to the capital A small a and small a, because only there is a one type of gamete. So capital A and small a are present in 1:1 ratio. So if it is present in 1:1 ratio, then according to the option 4:4, that give rise to 1:1. So C is the correct answer. Question 87. Question 87 asks that when two individuals are similar in external appearance, two individuals are similar in external appearance but differ in their genetic makeup, means they are phenotypically similar, so they are known as phenotype, that is option A. Next is question 88. Question 88 asks that the genotype of plant showing the dominant phenotype. Genotype of plant having dominant phenotype can be determined by, now it is determined by a test cross. So option A is the correct answer, and in test cross there is a cross between a dominant plant with dominant trait and a recessive trait, that is homozygous recessive, and on the basis of ratio which are obtained, we can predict that a dominant trait is homozygous or heterozygous. Question 89. Question 89 asks that in a trihybrid cross, which plant will produce 8 types of gamete? In trihybrid cross, which will produce 8 types of gamete? Now 8 types of gamete will be produced by when there is all the three, suppose like this, are heterozygous condition. Now this heterozygous condition will occur when there is a cross between the capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B, capital C, capital C, and small a, small a, small b, small b, small c, small c. Then they have a gamete capital A, capital B, capital C. They have a gamete small a, small b, small c, and the F1 individual will be capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital small a, and all F1 having a 3 heterozygous condition. And when we make a cross of the gametes by this, then 2 power n, so heterozygous condition are 3, so 2 power 3, that is 2 into 2 into 2, so 8 gametes will be obtained. So this is in F1 generation. So any plant of F1 generation according to option A, then it is correct. Any plant of F1 generation can produce 8 gamete. Option B, 25% of plant of F generation, no, all. Option C is given as recessive plant of the F1 generation. Recessive plant only produce one type of gamete. And option D, any plant except a plant of F1 generation, no, only a plant of F1 generation and others heterozygous for 3 trait can produce 8 gamete. So A is the correct answer. Question 90. Question 90 asks that the second pregnancy of women terminates. Second pregnancy of woman terminates due to anemia of the fetus. She never had a blood transfusion on the basis of which of the following is correct. Now, in second pregnancy, woman terminates due to a anemia. Means here electroblastosis fetalis has occurred. Now, when the particular woman with Rh negative blood group give first birth to Rh positive, then it gets sensitized and women start producing Rh positive antibodies. So during second pregnancy, if a child is Rh positive, then these antibodies of the previously produced due to the sensitization, that antibodies react against this child Rh positive blood group, and due to this the particularly this child terminates. There is a termination of fetus occur. So it means if we read the option A is saying that child from the first pregnancy is Rh positive. Yes, it is Rh positive, then only can it come. Option B, the husband of the woman is Rh positive. Yes, if husband is Rh positive, then there is a possibility of production of antibodies in the female. Option C, the woman is Rh negative. Yes, and option D, all of this. So all of this is the correct answer for this question.